I'm sorry.
Thank you, Nina. The final session is all about understanding how business in real time vastly enables right decisions, allowing companies to better their results. Find out how Fujitsu is helping companies transform to a truly digital landscape with our expert Rajeev Karkhanis. Rajeev has over 25 years of experience in service industry. Prior joining Fujitsu, he worked for more than a decade in various leadership roles, 8 years in Wipro, and later on he was the country director managed services for Sun Microsystems. He played a key role in setting up the managed services business for Sun in India. Rajeev has been with Fujitsu for over 6 years and is currently country head managed infrastructure services Fujitsu India.
Thank you. Good evening. I know I thank for your patience. So I know it's been a long day and I'm the last speaker in this track. After that we have a short break and then we move to the panel discussion. So I won't take too long. Number two, the second reason is a lot of this material that I'm going to present, the slides I'm going to talk on, have already been presented by some of my colleagues earlier or some of them in the morning. So I'll try to skip wherever possible or keep it short to the extent possible. Thirdly, I'm having a very bad throat infection, so please bear with me whenever I talk. So workplace anywhere. So this is the theme or this is the title of my presentation today. So what's workplace anywhere? So workplace anywhere is basically Fujitsu's, in short, is Fujitsu's solution for a digital workplace. As we've been hearing since morning, everything is moving to digital world. Everything getting digitalized. Every service, every operation, everything getting digitalized. And when we do this digitalization, the workplace also cannot be left behind. So workplace is also getting transformed and they're also getting digitalized. And when we do this transformation, as it gets digitalized, it throws a lot of challenges, especially for the IT departments who have to provide the services to the end customers within organizations. So I just want to take you to what are the challenges some of you customers face in this journey and what's Fujitsu's solution to address these challenges. How Fujitsu is helping customers to address these challenges when they're moving to digital workplace. So before I get into the presentation, how many of you here from the IT departments of the organizations who are providing IT services? Okay, so I think some of those challenges may resonate with you. So I'm trying to, I will give a short description or what we feel are the customer requirements in the digital workplace. I'm not going through the entire list or giving you a very short summary of those. Okay, this is a slide we have seen earlier. Okay, we are living in a hyper-connected world, but basically from a workplace perspective, what it means is that today your employees are getting connected to the office environment also in various ways. Earlier it was only the laptops which are getting connected. Today people are getting connected to the tablets, mobile phones, and a lot of other devices also. And this brings a lot of new challenges that you need to address. Today the employees' workforce is truly diverse or dispersed, right? Today, if you have to hire a really good, talented employee, and he is in another city, today you employ that person wherever he is. Gone were the days when you have to ask the employee to move to your head office or wherever you are located. Today, do not have that option. You have to hire talent wherever they are available and the best possible location. Also, the teams are getting dispersed. Most of you are having teams across the country or maybe across the world. So this is again a lot of challenge because all those employees who are sitting in so many different locations have to be again connected to the company network. Even in the office, work is not one single desk, right? Today you work on your desk with a laptop. Sometimes you move to the conference rooms with your laptops, then you move to the cafeteria, sometimes you move to your colleague's workplace. So you are moving, the workplace is not limited to a single location. So again, that means that your solution, your IT solution for your employees has to be agile and also flexible. As Ninad mentioned, we have to work from home, so there is no escaping from that. So you have to again enable your employees to have the proper connectivity from the devices, whatever they're using at home, to the office network. Again, the type of devices that are getting used to connect are also very different, right? And today you cannot dictate to an employee this, I can provide you office connectivity only on one particular platform or one particular device. The employees could have an Apple phone or could have an Android, could have a Windows, and you need to be able to provide connectivity solutions which are safe and secure for all the employees. Another challenge while using mobile phones for office connectivity, especially emails, is that most of the times the employees download some data on the mobile phones, right? And this data is office data and highly confidential sometimes. So this again gives a lot of challenges about how to address the security challenges of this thing. Conference calls while traveling, I'm sure this is a reality for most of you. People take calls when they're driving to office in the work or they connect with their colleagues. I have a lot of my colleagues who do their reviews with their employees over the phone on the way to the office or traveling to different meetings. So again, it also means that you have to have your employees connectivity available on these devices also. This is again a slide which Ninad already presented. So again, as we go into the IoT, these challenges are only going to multiply with so many devices getting connected. Again, this is something which we have seen earlier, but basically I will talk about from an IT perspective, from a IT provision perspective, what are the challenges this digital workplace brings. You need to provide a flexible working environment to your employees, but at the same time they need to have productivity should be maximum, right? You need to keep the data safe. At the same time, they need to be having a choice of devices. You need to have the standardized services, but you need to again support the diverse needs. So there are various different challenges that you have, and you have to really walk a fine balance when you provide a service. So these are the challenges that you face today. And for this workplace anywhere is basically our solution to address these challenges. So let me take you through what are some of these challenges and how we address those. Again, this slide you have seen here, I've skipped this slide. Okay. So workplace anywhere is Fujitsu's solution, as I said, for the digital workplace. And what we have done here is basically taken the best of our system integration capabilities across the world and also our managed services capabilities and created a combined solution using some best of the breed products and created a solution which enables employees to work across a plethora of devices or a variety of devices. With the solution, these are some of the products which go into the solution. Citrix for the virtual desktop, VMware is there, Microsoft, Cisco, AppSense. So we have taken some parts of all of these and then created an entire suite of services basically which addresses the challenges. And I will take you through how we do that in the next few slides. Sorry. So one of the components of this or main components of this service is called what we call virtual client services or VCS. So Fujitsu offers the full range of the solutions. We have the thick or thin virtualized desktops, virtualized apps, okay, and there's a lot of other computers also do. But what we do here and what is different here is what we do with what we call the application discovery. When we engage with the customers for these kind of services, the first thing we do is a discovery workshop with the customer. We understand the customer's application landscape in detail. Then we do analysis of which are the applications already ready for moving to a virtualized environment. Some of them are ready, we can move them lock, stock and barrel. There are some applications we need repackaging. So we offer the repackaging services also for repackaging the applications for virtualized place. Some of the applications will not be ready, and we then discuss with the customer that these are the applications, some legacy applications which cannot be moved to a virtualized environment. So either we work with the customer to upgrade those or other customers to move to different applications. And we also provide finally an app store, and this app store basically is an application store on a mobile phone or any device which displays all the applications available to all the users. And depending on their roles, depending on the policy-based rights that they have through their IDE or whatever, they can choose and use those application services. And the touch or the look and feel of the GUI or that we provide is same across all the devices, be it a laptop or be it a desktop or be it a tablet or a mobile phone. So that's the beauty of this service. Their employee gets the same screen across all the devices and the same seamless connectivity to all the apps that he is entitled to. Okay, this is again more on the application management, which I spoke about earlier. So this is actually the crux of it, because most of I don't know how many of you have virtualized environments in your offices. And earlier, if you have, a lot of things failed, a lot of projects have failed. And so what we have noticed or what we have seen with our experience across many different environments is that it is not the software or it is not the technology which is preventing. Most of the times the failures are because of the applications. The applications are not really ready, and unless you repackage them and do a proper tuning of them, they cannot use them in a virtualized environment. And this is what we do very well here. Then we also make the apps secure using some of the other tools that we have, so that whenever you access them over any tablet or laptop or device, those are secure. And lastly, most of the apps we are able to mobilize. In this sense, mobilize in the sense, make them available on the mobile devices. As I said, with the same look and feel of the other devices. End user analytics. This is something which we added recently to these services. What is end user analytics? So basically, end user analytics is again a tool that we provide as a part of this suite. For example, I'll give you an example. Today, how many of you know what are the applications actually being used by employees? You don't know. Okay. I'll give you an example. In Europe, when we did this across one of the largest manufacturing companies, we were able to show a report to the customer that almost 25% of the applications were being used less than 5% of the time. Okay, they had a suite of over 400 applications. And while doing that, showing the customer, when the customer realized that, customer actually scrapped all those applications and saved millions of dollars in the license fee that they're paying, because till that time they thought people are using those applications. So this service also provides a deep insight into what are the kind of applications people are using, which websites they are visiting, how much time they're spending on each application. Are they using applications which they're not supposed to use, and because of which they're creating a security risk. There could be so a lot of insights it provides to the IT service providers like yourself, so that you can then work with your teams and then really decide if there are some applications people are actually using which are not there in your basket of applications. Maybe you need to have them in your basket. Are there a lot of applications which the customer is doing very minimally? Then should you have a company-wide license for those applications? Maybe you should buy a limited license for those applications. Or could you move those licenses or the applications to something else? So we get a dashboard kind of, with the service which gives you all these details. Again, this is the same slide. So basically, yes, what my colleague Amrish was presented. Again, when we do this service, we do not advise the big bang approach because again it leads to, it's not really the right way to do it. As Andy or somebody else said in the morning, we are a very collaborative company and that's our Japanese DNA. So normally we work the way we work, and that's typically how the Japanese work. Work start small, identify a set of applications to virtualize, do a POC, iron out all the issues, redesign again, and then slowly go phase by phase. And that is actually one of our main reasons for the success here. And that's what we do here. And all this, the earlier slide just showed. So all this VCS or what we call Workplace Anywhere is our patented technology. We have patents in Europe for these services. So again, so what are the Fujitsu's credentials for these services? Why Fujitsu? Okay. Again, talking specifically about end user services, we manage today more than 5 million desktops across the world. Okay, 5 million is not a small number. Okay, and this is across over 150 countries. It is not again in one country or different countries. Okay, for the third year, and I think the fourth year results also will also be out next month. Fujitsu is the leader in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for end user outsourcing services in Europe. Okay, the third point already mentioned. Okay, sorry. So we offer end-to-end service. Okay, so we also have, as I said, we have a vast product range. Apart from the services which I spoke about here, we also have our own thin clients. We have our own laptops, desktops, whatever you want. So we can be a one-stop shop for everything. And we also, as a system integrator, we also work with other software that I mentioned to create this, unique solution that we can offer to it. Okay. Our solutions are device, carrier, data source agnostic. Today, even if you are using a non-Fujitsu laptop or a desktop, it doesn't matter to us. As for the service, and obviously we work with across all the vendors. Okay, you can be working with any carrier or any data source. That doesn't matter. We can offer you the same service that we offer on our products. Last point again, very important. This is not a small project. Typically implementation of a VDI solution is a complex project. Sorry, and we have a very detailed transition and transformation templates that we work with the customers and go with a phased manner, as I said, and then ensure that this transformation happens over a period of time and successfully. Just to give you an example, we have one of the largest British banks. We have close to 75,000 desktops on a virtualized environment on this service, out of which. And with the beauty of out of it, the bank has almost 10 to 15,000 employees in India, and the servers are sitting in Britain. Even then, they are able to get almost similar experience on the performance compared to what they are having with the thick desktops or within thick clients here. The servers having the servers here. So that is the kind of performance, bandwidth, and this thing we are able to guarantee with this service. Yeah, so again, we have a huge global reach. We are present in almost more than 150 countries, over 100 data centers. We have a large delivery center in India, out in 4 cities, and Pune is the headquarters for the delivery center, from where we offer services across the world to many customers. We have our own global WAN network. We do not rely on other carriers. We have our own global WAN network, which we use for the services. This is what I was talking about earlier. Fujitsu is the leader for end user outsourcing services in Europe. This is the third year running, and fourth year also we are unofficially about the information, we are still the leader. Okay, if you look at most of the Indian companies are way far behind compared to Fujitsu in the end user outsourcing space. Even Forrester also rates us as a leader. Okay, again this is something very helpful. I'll take just a snapshot of a few case studies that we are doing. The bank one, you just said we cannot, because we do not have the name, the clearance from the bank to use their names. So these are only the customers who have allowed us to use their names in the case studies. And some of these are for some other services also. So Sharp Electronics in Europe. In this case also we have reduced, if you see, while doing this service, we have reduced the applications from 7,000 to 200. Just imagine the kind of application consolidation we are able to do by doing this service and the kind of saving the customer would have had. Okay? And we are able to provide the service across service desk also. So this service, this VCS service is also very helpful for help desk services. Okay. Another customer, British American Tobacco, again a large customer for us in Europe. Again there the services were used for the help desk. Okay. And we provided help desk to over in 14 languages using these services. Smithfield Foods, again another customer, we are again using for the services. Yes, so basically that's my last slide. So basically what I would say, if you have any challenges, if you want to refresh your environment, if you reduce cost, you want to do any of this or embark on this journey, virtual VDI implementation, please talk to us. Okay? We have our colleagues, you can connect with them wherever you're based, and they can come and discuss with you and then take you through the journey and make you successful. Thank you. Any questions you would like to? Thank you. Seven o'clock, which is the panel discussion, which will be in the main room. Okay, so you can have a 20 minutes break.